I am so happy right now. I am so glad Juju Watkins did what she did on Monday. I had to listen for months about how I was overhyping freshmen. I'm just clickbaiting, I'm trolling, I don't know what I'm talking about. And whatever other insults you could come up with. There are people better than me at doing some things, no doubt about that. But when it comes to eyeing talent, I would put my skills against anybody's. It sounds like I'm always hyping an incoming player up, but it's because the ones I don't think are that special. Don't get videos posted about them. Nobody was talking about Hidalgo the way I was. Calling her a generational player was not popular at the time, and she dropped 31 in the first game against South Carolina. The only person who scored more against them last year was Caitlin Clark. Notre Dame got cooked, but that had nothing to do with Hidalgo. It was the same thing with Juju Watkins. The things I was saying about Juju a few months ago were not popular. There were some people who bought in, and I appreciate them. It sounded crazy back then, but it doesn't now. It wasn't just YouTube comments either. The media was disrespecting her. I wonder if that fueled her against Ohio State, who knows. The NCAA posted a list of 15 players to watch, and they didn't put her on it. Some of the players on there were some serious reaches too. She was barely on any preseason awards. By far the most disrespectful was the Pac-12 leaving her off the all-conference preseason team. The other ones aren't a big deal, but this is just crazy. I don't care if she was a freshman and they didn't see her play. Not having her on the all-conference team is just ignorant. I bet most of the people watching the video never even heard of some of the players they put over her. They reached harder than Patrick Beverly with some of these choices. At least we know there are at least 3 people in the Pac-12 who know basketball. But why did I bring all that up? It's because despite me believing in Juju, she still somehow exceeded my expectations. I expected her to have a bad game, and I would have been okay with it. She had the hardest conditions out of any freshman player. Her first game was against the 7th AP poll-ranked team in the country, and to my knowledge, there were no exhibitions beforehand. She had to go against a team that constantly presses. She was getting double-teamed, and they were throwing the ACC Defensive Player of the Year, Celeste Taylor. And she went out there and cooked them. I don't care that it's only one game. This is proof her game will translate to the next level. She's literally doing the same moves she was doing in high school, and the other team can't do anything. They threw everything under the sun at Juju, and it did nothing. I did not see this coming. I said she would be in the Player of the Year conversation even though she was a freshman, but I thought it would take her a few weeks or maybe even 1 or 2 months to get there. I didn't think she would be on that level day one. She scored 32 points, had 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, and this was on an efficient 11 for 18 shooting, which is 61%. Her first game was better than 90% of the games people had in their careers. She scored more points than Lisa Leslie did on her debut. What you're seeing on the screen is what Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers did in their debut. Keep in mind, Juju played a top 7 team while they went up against a mid-major. When you compare Juju's game to Paige and Caitlin's first game against a ranked opponent, the numbers become more glaring, and I'm annoying people by comparing Juju to Paige and Caitlin so much. But that's the level she's on. There's a reason I said she was Caitlin Clark tier. Now, it's not about the stats. It's how much better she made USC right away. When she was on the floor, USC was destroying Ohio State. When she got in foul trouble, the opposite was true. Ohio State went on a major run. A lot of people think OSU is overhyped after this game, but look how they played when Juju wasn't in the game. It's clear that they are a great team, it's just that Juju is built different. I never seen someone control a game like this since Caitlin, where one player can will their team to victory over a team loaded with talent. I did not expect her to do this in her first game. Is she already the best player in college basketball? No, it's definitely too early. But I don't think there's 5 players better than her. It's not just the skills, it's her mindset. She doesn't just play differently, she thinks differently. When you look at USC's pregame material, it's clear she's already the leader of the team. She put a ridiculous amount of pressure on herself committing to USC. She would have to carry a lot more weight and was okay with doing it. She's one of the rare players when she walked into the gym the first day. Everyone knew she was the best player after that day was over. The crazy part is I don't think the other freshmen are that far behind, and I wouldn't say they are top 5 yet, but don't be. Don't be shocked when you see at least 3 freshmen on the All-American teams this year. I thought it would happen their sophomore year, but the way they're playing it will be sooner. I want you all to think about something. Michaela Williams scored 17 points on 50% shooting. And somehow, that was only the 4th best freshman performance. I knew they would be good. I knew they would all be top 10, even top 5. But I think they are even better than what I thought they were. Which completely blows my mind. Full Wiley is way further along than I thought she would be. 17 points, 6 assists, 6 steals, and only 2 turnovers. I'm going to go more in depth on her and other freshmen this weekend. There's some other players I want to see first, but I can already tell this class will be one of the greatest ever. But let me know what you guys think about Juju Watkins in the comments. Did the first game make you a believer, or do you need to see more? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.